And now, The Bonfire with Big J. Oakerson and Dan Soder.
Oh, just like that.
Just like that.
I gotta tell you something. That our intro song really does make it seem like we're gonna get into some real heavy politics. Like,
what's going on?
You're being lied to, brothers.
Voter suppression. Is it everywhere? Yes, it is.
It's the Bonfire Comedy Central Radio, Sirius XM 95. I'm Big J. Oakerson. That sexy man is Dan Soder.
Sorry, I was having a sip of my iced coffee.
It's okay.
I'm just like freaking the fuck out right now.
We are new but not live.
Yeah, it's new but not
Save
live.
your goddamn phone calls.
Yes, we are up in Montreal, Canada, at the Just for Laughs Festival.
Montreal?
Yeah, Jay and I will be talking like this the entire time we are in Montreal.
Does it not sound though like we're going to come out of that intro being like, brothers and sisters, rise up, arm yourselves.
Everyone knows that the men want to take you down, but we two brothers are here to tell you that you can fight back.
All you campers and counselors, arm yourselves.
You're been hoodwinked, bamboozled.
No, we're really just like, hey, you want to talk about Chippendale Rescue Rangers? And what if they were
such a good show.
Good show. Oh, thanks, Christine. Thanks for the water.
Oh, thanks for bringing in the water.
We were talking about this off air before we started doing the show, and then you guys walked in, and I was like, let's just fucking go.
Let's dive in.
Jacob.
I'll tell you what happened in here, and I realized, is that while I was gone, Jacob absolutely fucking raised the temperature in here. It is now hot in here officially.
I know he did.
Yeah, I see the temperature. I know that you're lying, Jacob. The temperature's up from 68 to 69, and it should be down to 65.
62.
No, it's nonsense.
Well, I just set it to 61.
What are we doing, hot breathing in here?
Yeah, dude. No, you missed actually what Jacob...
Dan was with me the whole time.
What Jacob actually was doing was telling Andy and I a story, but he had the tone like he was solving a murder mystery dinner, where he goes, and that guy, I will tell you, ended up going to the kitchen where the butler died. Convenient that the butler would die in the small by the dummy elevator.
An empty candlestick.
Which led me to believe that, of course, the Empress had left in the room a knife from her first husband. Well, who was more jealous that she was alone on her first husband? Cheese. No, but Jacob started telling me that he had to go publicly to the restroom, and I'm amazed at people who can't go to the bathroom at work. And by bathroom, I mean take a dump.
Yeah.
At work.
That's what you always mean when it's...
Yeah, everyone can.
No one cannot piss at work.
Sometimes I clam up.
Pee shy.
Pee shy.
You
don't ever do you pee shy?
No, because I rarely piss in public, but when I do, I have to piss, so I... Pee shy from what?
I just like, if I'm about to pee...
If you go in there and you have to pee, how do you not pee?
I'll get startled. I'll like be ready to pee, and then someone will come and stand next to me. I'm like...
You pee like a deer?
Yeah, I deer piss.
There's somebody... Yeah. You get weird if someone's there?
No, just at a certain time, I'll get like pee shy.
What do you mean?
Is that a predator or prey?
I don't know what you mean.
I'll lock up. I won't pee.
Why?
I don't know. There's people like me out there. I know that because I've had conversations with other male comedians.
Lou, if you go in somewhere to piss, can you not piss ever?
Yeah. Something throws me off. I don't like the energy of the person next to me. It won't come out.
Thank you, Lou.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, that's a thing. I mean, are you guys now, raise your hand if you're 100% on peas. You go in, you come out every time. All right, Andy and Jay and Christine.
Christine also.
So Lou, Jacob, and I, you've been pee shy?
Yeah, even clusterfest. There was no partitions in between the stalls.
I know what you're talking about.
It was a horror.
Yeah.
It was awful.
I didn't go in the...
Where did you go piss? Not upstairs in the artist lounge.
No, it was the big public...
Oh, yeah, you're not Gen Pop, dude.
Geez,
you got that wristband
that. What was wrong with you?
As my friend Tom Gainey says, you're not general population. You just get the fuck out of there.
I
like to pee with the people. I yell out, who listens to the bonfire? And then I pee. Crackle, crackle. Oh, I can't go. Now I can't go.
I'll tell you this.
It's coming.
You know what bathroom I have a lot of trouble with? Is the cellar. Because you're in that stall in the mirror.
I never go, ever.
In the urinal, and there's a mirror right in front of you, and then people walk in, and they're like right up in your shit. And
they realize it's you that was on stage also.
And they go, hey, you're like, mediocre set. I'm like, hey, that's mean. And no, but then
you're making my pee crawl up.
Stop! I'm drying up. That's what I start yelling out. Stop! I'm drying up!
Dude,
You kick on, but you flush and then I go. If I can flush
the cellar maybe years ago a couple times.
What?
Yeah.
How much water you got? Are you dehydrated?
No. But I mean, like, I pee at the VU.
Yeah, that's great. But I could do anything
Village
there.
Underground.
I'll poop there. I'll poop there, no problem.
No, you won't.
Village Underground. I've shit there several times. That's my West
the
Village.
door's always open.
No, it's not. They got a lock on it, dude.
No. On your stall, there's a lock.
Yeah.
But the door just goes right into the showroom.
Cool.
You don't even give a shit.
Don't give a fuck.
You'll sit there, drop trowel.
Yeah. I do. That's where I poop.
You'll rip a beast at the VU while there's a show going on.
Yeah. Call me a lumberjack. I'm chopping logs.
Really?
That's true. I'm trying to get that to be Squatty Potty's news.
Chopping logs?
Yeah, chopping logs. I don't think you're going with it. I'm doing an outside pitch.
Yeah.
You know, hopefully that'll be coming. Maybe get some of that.
Get some extra years on your log splitter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, dude, I'll shit at the Village Underground. You don't? I think it's the best place to shit.
Dude,
I've shit at the cellar.
You can shit?
I've shit at the cellar.
Come on.
Dude, I promise you. 2011. Right when I got passed.
Aren't you worried that, like, maybe you'd, like, meet a chick and you have mud butt?
Oh, I mean, no, just wipe. I know.
How good can you wipe with just dry paper in a fucking bathroom stall?
Depends how hard you can grit your teeth, bro.
No, dude, there's no way your asshole's clean.
I call that a dry clean.
Yeah, me too. There's no way your asshole's clean after that.
Yeah, I think it is.
Come on.
Aren't you worried that the crowd is going to smell it?
I don't know. I think I deserve that if I had a good set. I'm going to now smell my insides. You've heard my thoughts.
I have dominated.
Smell my thoughts.
I've dominated every room of this building now.
I like a cat peeing. I've done it everywhere. I've even done it in this room. Thank you. No, seriously though. One more time for William Stevenson. Yeah, you've never shit at the cellar?
No.
See, this is where you can piss everywhere, but
I shit one time at the Cafe Wa. Pulled down my,
I can't shit there.
Pulled down my pants, went right into a puddle, left my T-Mobile sidekick, on the bathroom, on the, toilet paper dispenser.
I didn't know.
Walked out, got it stolen, walking around with piss puddle shorts. It was the worst. Every time I do it, it's the worst.
I'll tell you this, there is not a better experience than shitting at the Village Underground.
Yes, there is shitting at home.
Well, yeah, but of course. But if I'm doing
shitting in a hotel,
if I'm doing 3 sets in the West Village, and I have to drop, and I eat wings at the cellar, and all of a sudden they got to go.
Your sentence was, "There's no better experience than shitting at the VU."
Oh, I didn't mean that. I meant there's no better.
And I was
experience.
even giving you shitting experiences, and they're just insanely wrong.
Yeah, no, but I'd say in public, the VU is one of the best ones to go.
No.
Yes.
Any Starbucks is the best.
Nope, I don't like Starbucks. Feels too busy. The energy is off, right, Lou?
Yeah. Now, the energy is off in the sense that you're like, if you're in a busy Starbucks, you know there's a line forming.
Oh, I can't do it in there. It's banks. You gotta go the slow, small town banks. That's where you gotta knock.
I've gone recently once or twice at an airport, hated it, but I have wipes with me.
Yeah. I'd have to undo my bag to get my wipes. I don't poop at the airport. But I'll throw down if I have to. I'm like a hockey player. I don't want to fight, but if it's going to happen,
you will.
I don't mind it.
Really?
Yeah. I can poop anywhere. My pee is limited. My poop is, I'm just a poop-ho.
You'll poop anywhere.
I'll poop anywhere.
Really?
Yeah, I don't care.
McDonald's bathroom.
Yeah, sure. If I have to go.
What do? Do you lay a bunch of paper on the toilet seat?
Yeah, of course. You lay it down on the seat, let it absorb what it's going to absorb.
Oh, God.
And then you take it around.
Oh, Christ.
And then you do another layer, and then do one more layer of toilet paper, then you sit down.
What do you have?
I have clean butt. I don't know. I wash my butt cheeks. It's not like touching my asshole. It's touching my butt cheeks.
But if you don't have just dry paper wiping your ass in public.
Yeah.
You're not worried about someone smelling your asshole later.
I have a very dull sense of smell, so I don't really think.
So you don't care.
I don't really think about it.
If your girl's just mushing her fucking chops into your fucking crud butt,
I'm not going to go dry butt right into sex.
What are you going to do?
I don't know if we got somewhere. I mean, I'm like, if I'm pooping in public, then obviously I got to regroup. Like, so if I go to my girlfriend's house or she's at my house, I got wipes there, and then I do a little catch up.
Or you could just not.
A little summer school.
Oh, I hate it. I hate it.
You would never poop in public just because you don't have wipes?
If I
got you pocket wipes, would you shit in public?
I would hate it. I would try not to at all costs.
Would you throw a temper tantrum? Would you be like,
It looks like a temper tantrum. Sometimes it hurts.
Jacob, you were telling me a story. You were going to go and then you didn't.
Yeah, I mean, you have to understand, for me, it's a traumatic experience. I try to avoid it. I mean, I hate going here.
Have you ever
here a lot.
Have you ever held it on the way home to a painful extent?
Yes.
Like where you thought you weren't going to make it?
Yes. One time I almost was in tears.
If I saw Jacob on the train just fucking tearing up, I'm like, "You all right, Jacob?" He goes,
It's, I gotta go.
They don't have. Hey, I shit my pants on a fart not a week and a half ago, 2 weeks ago.
"But why don't you just shit in person?"
No, I didn't know anything was happening. It was a
sucker punch.
It was a sucker punch. It got me.
But I mean, I'll go here, but it's got to be very strict guidelines. Like there's
like Catholic school poop?
No, but I mean, you know the bathroom
The knees
here.
must be at a specific angle. Your socks must be up, your pants grabbed with your left hand, right hand for wiping, and shit. Blunk, and wipe. And shit.
I bet Jacob, you take such little poops.
Yeah, like rabbit turds.
If I go here, there's 5 stalls in our bathroom.
Yeah.
If I go in, it's got to be one of the corner ones. It has to be a wall to at least.
So you're like a mafia boss or an old sheriff.
I
You have to
can't
sit.
go.
Take the handicap stuff.
You have to sit with your back.
No, handicap's in the middle. I can't go with 2. I can't have 2 people shitting on the
I can
side.
never have my back to the door. I'm always afraid I'm going to get murdered.
Do you play a video game on your phone?
Do you?
No. I don't use my phone.
Why?
Because Jacob
I'm in does
a
core
stall.
exercises.
I don't want to touch my phone.
Jacob puts his hands out and does core exercises.
He's like, 1,001, 1,002. Drop it. Drop it.
Also, I can't have anyone see me go in.
I like how conspicuous.
I gotta go in.
Knows you.
I can't. It freaks me out. Because I can't do what I gotta do.
Have you shit here, Soder?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, no bones about it. When I was a guest, before
wipe.
we had the show,
Dry wipe.
when I was on O&A, just dropped shit.
A dry wipe.
At a commercial.
On a commercial.
Went back in the studio.
There's no way I can make it back in a commercial time.
It was a 5-minute break. I had butt humidity. I had crack humidity,
Because you were squeezing too tight?
No, when your butt starts getting moist because you have to poop.
Yeah, because you're squeezing tight. Your party's like holding it in, yeah.
So that's just sweat.
You don't even realize you're working.
So my butt cheeks are like the world's strongest men when they're grabbing those boulders.
That's it. Just hugging it. Just hugging the log.
Yeah! My right cheek's Magnus for Magnuson.
It's the fucking
Get it, Sven Darsley.
the games. Yeah.
Can this log be kept in? Yeah, I've gone and pooped and then came back. I used to poop when I was a waiter.
Just in a place.
Yeah, used to shit and then get right back on the floor. I mean, wash my hands. Yeah, of course. I'm not an animal.
What, was there a sign I assume that told you that?
Well, sometimes we would forget and then the sign would remind you.
Oh my God. Oh, shitting at work?
Yeah, you never have. So, have you ever had a moment, Jacob was talking about this, where you were in pain on the way home?
Yeah.
Why would you go through that?
Just because.
Why would you do that?
I get it.
And listen, I've done the emergencies before. Somewhere on, I believe it's the LIE or the Grand Central, there's an island that's just in the middle of it that's a gas station.
Yeah, it's got a Dunkin'.
Yeah, yes it does.
Good Dunkin'.
And I've shit.
Exactly what you're talking about.
I've shit at the bathroom, which was a fucking nightmare.
It was a nightmare, though?
Yeah, dude, it's exactly what you think. It's like drippy walls and
yeah,
wet
it's like
floor.
shitting in a cave.
Yeah, that's just,
have
you're
fun
okay
with
it.
No.
No.
Turn the lights off. Put your flashlight on. Pretend you're spelunking.
I'm a hardy boy.
Yeah, you're solving a case. Old man McCree put that gold somewhere around here. You and your brother are going to find it. Save the town.
I think it fucking... Yeah.
I find it amazing. I find it amazing that you have, but I can't, I'm pee shy. So it's a trade-off.
I admire people that can go without any hesitation.
You guys want me to go right now in front of you? I'll do it. I'm just kidding.
Well, the guy...
I'm with you, Jacob. I agree with that. I'm very impressed by it.
Yeah. I'll tell you the best... I walked in last week. I sat down. I was about to, actually. Actually, didn't stay. I just got in. A guy walked in. There's 4 empty stalls. You got to pick. Etiquette says go to the one on the opposite.
Yeah, put one in between you. We covered this on Guy
next
Code.
to me.
It was a big thing.
He went right next to me. You could tell no paper. He just dropped his pants.
So you heard him go raw dog?
Yeah.
You heard.
I went right out the door. I just left.
Chico on seat. You walked. You walked here.
I walked.
Were your pants down?
No, I'd never got. As soon as I was about to unbuckle my belt,
were you circling?
He walks in and drops before I even get a chance.
Were you circling like a dog?
He's like, here I go. Here comes the approach.
I've been on the bowl where I've been sitting. And then a guy walks in, he starts dumping immediately, and I jump because the noise. I jump because it's so. I'm so taken back by the relaxation.
Because it sounds like he's pouring wet dog food into a pool. It's like bonk, bonk, bonk. He's like, how do you do it?
But I'll tell you the story I remember, and this is what I'm saying. I admire people that are relaxed. This actually happened because one time I've walked in and I heard two comedians crapping side by side. And the comedian thing is
that's the big new podcast.
Well, they'll point it out. They'll go, they'll shit, and they'll make noises, and then they'll go, yeah, that stuff like that.
Yeah, that's me. That sounds like me.
Yeah!
Was it me? Was it me and Louis J. Gomez? Were we holding hands under the stall as power twins?
Might have been. But there was that's one time. And that's a level of relaxation. That's pointing out that you're shitting. But another time, I walked in, there's a guy in the stall, and he's talking to a guy peeing.
Yeah.
And here's the thing. The guy shitting was having the most serious conversation I've ever heard in my life. He was talking about his crumbling marriage to the guy peeing. While his ass is exploding, he's saying, I think my wife is really upset with me because of the hours I'm working.
That's so great and all it changes is just how his words sound. So he's going, I'm serious, Jim. I mean, at home it's a living nightmare. I come home and
you're not exaggerating.
I come home and oh god, Diane's already asleep. And I mean, we haven't seen each other in 2 weeks, and yeah, I missed my son's baseball game on Saturday.
She goes, oh god. And then as soon as I get home, she says she's going out.
Yeah, you know, and then she's all fucking mad at me.
Ooh, that one started wet.
She's coming at me like a mad dog because I'm his... Speaking of which, gotta cut out the proteins, bud. I'm just letting bricks in here.
I mean, she said we're not having sex enough, but the last 2 weeks her mother's been staying with us.
Are you cool with me cracking on? Are you cool with me? Yeah, Murkface Andy just put down 2 crackle bars in front of us. Say crackle, crackle. All right, Murkface, we get it. We miss you too. So you can get...
I admire that guy, and I always think about it. Never saw him, but...
You can get phased out of a shit. The way that Lou and I can get phased out of peas, you can get phased out of shit.
Oh, I can. Immediately. I can get it. I've had crippling shit pain go away from circumstance. And then, and buy me hours more.
So is that going to be one of those things like displaced pain, where if you have to shit real bad, have to light a firework by you? Like, see, Jay? Now, you'll notice.
I love the fireworks show.
Yeah, you didn't notice you don't have to poop anymore.
It's weird, yeah. It is weirdly mental, a lot of it.
Well, I just held it in for 2 hours, 3 hours after it went away.
I'll tell you what I don't like at public bathrooms also, the reason I don't pee in a lot of them either.
Yeah.
I especially like like single stalls for stuff like that is, a lot of guys also find their pee time to be their fart time, and they just rip farts in there like it's like I guess it is the place to do it, but it is weird to just have guys go in there and just while they're pissing, just like, I mean, a guy next to you just really hanging a long fart.
That is odd. I don't think I've seen that.
Really? I've seen it happen. Maybe I don't. I pee in a lot of airport bathroom. When I get off of airplanes, I have to pee usually.
Now that I'm thinking about it, I always feel like I'm encouraging when that happens. When someone rips a fart, I'm always like, yeah, all right.
Really? You acknowledge that laugh? Go, woo, toot, right? Train's pulling in.
I think that is my personality.
Train's pulling in. It's so fucking hot in this room.
Yo, bro. Are you trying to sing Nelly to me right now?
I'll take off all your clothes.
Oh, Jacob's getting up to turn it up.
He's going to climb into the air conditioning shaft and see if there's a blockage. Hot air.
And you guys don't get butt humidity?
Look who it is.
Nick DiPaolo. You don't get butt humidity when you have to shit in public?
Like sure, of course I do. Yeah. I think Nick DiPaolo just walked into the studio and I figure our show's being judged, and he came at a time where, like,
we're talking about
you have to shit in public? Oh, I bet Nick's show is so much more better than this.
It's probably based on the newspaper. Ours is based on butt sweat and Jacob's public fears.
Yeah, let's see what sells better.
Oh, yeah, no, we're going for that demographic. I'm amazed always by that, I think it's just, like, reversed. You guys don't get the pee fears, and I don't get the shit fears. It's great. Yeah, I know.
It is really fun having Nick behind us.
Yeah.
This show.
Here, Nick, sit right here. Yeah.
So what are you guys doing? NPR?
Yeah, we're doing a drive for Crohn's disease. It's based on public versus private shitting. We're trying to privatize shitting. It's actually
Crohn's disease.
Nick, you strike me as a not shit in public guy.
Well, it depends. If there's a German girl under me and we're in a park, I'll kick it around. But,
she got one of those sun reflectors. She's tanning.
No, you're right.
Have you shit here? You ever shit at Sirius?
Oh, Christ. It's like a monkey's cage in there. It's always 9 guys. I brought this up in my... Anything grosser than sitting in the seat it's already warm? That's a good... Huh? You know, probably no germs festering in that. 110 degrees Fahrenheit.
Oh, I've had that feeling. I don't even like it on the subway where I grab the handlebar and it's warm. I can't imagine.
I know. Someone else's hand.
Oh, yeah. It's just a shit seat.
You know what I mean? I went in the other day. The thing was like
already warm.
Sitting on a grilled cheese.
Jacob says that he's been intimidated out of shits because of how casual certain people are shitting.
What do you mean, like camping or something?
If I'm about to start, and the guy they'll get in, they'll just drop trout and start. And it takes me a few minutes to even have the nerve to unbuckle my belt.
Jacob's asshole.
I just leave.
Jacob's asshole's a tender flower that needs the right environment to open up, and then it closes real quick if you make any noises.
Dan just goes in all cavalier. He doesn't care. Wave that sword.
Give a shit, Danny, right?
Yeah, I'm the son of
Colorado in you.
I'm the son of a barfly in a fucking pioneer town.
Yeah, exactly.
I just walk in, I go, "You got water? I can shit in it."
Dude, how many shits do you think your dad took just outside?
Dude, not outside. I'll tell you this. The reason I'm so comfortable with it, my dad was a bartender at a bowling alley. And I used to shit a lot.
Bragging.
I used to. Well, first off, a ton of free games of bowling. Number 2, you become accustomed to shitting in the worst environment. Fist fights and fucking people crying.
Not only can you see the shoes on the other stall, there's numbers on them and shit.
Yeah, but
red and green.
But I don't know who's who. They all look the same. It's like being in a fucking town of faceless people. They're just shitting in I was like, oh, God. You know what happened to me when I was in 6th grade? My middle school was 6th through 8th grade. And at a passing period, I had to take a shit really bad. And I was fine pooping in public. And these 8th graders were in the bathroom. I think they were rolling a joint. They were doing something. And they were like, this kid's pooping. And I became like a scared animal in a cage. And they're like, you really pooping in there? And I was like, yeah. And then they just waited. They waited for 25 minutes to the point where I pulled up my pants, was just sitting on the toilet waiting for them to leave.
Could you do their voices again?
They're like, what are you doing? Yeah.
My grandfather, when I was younger.
Sitting in a nursing home?
Yeah. Who are you?
In an Acme grocery store, I had to go really bad.
Did you have to walk through those big, heavy plastic curtains?
They let me go in the back amongst in the warehouse part of the back.
Like you're doing a late night set?
But I went in I shit my pants. I don't remember how old I was, but it was old that my grandfather, I remember, I was under 10. He died when I was 10.
Yeah.
So let's say somewhere between like 6 and 7. I shit my pants. Then he had to go down to one of the workers in the back and get a
Bic lighter and some gas.
He was going to burn this place down.
He goes, no one will know, grandson. No, he got a utility knife and came up, and my grandfather cut my shit underwear off of me.
See that?
Yeah.
That's like a grandfather.
That is such a World War.
I would have abandoned my grandchild right there. I would have fucking left him right in produce.
Yeah, learn how to act.
See you later, Stinky.
You broke.
Catching our best home. Good fucking luck to you.
Yeah, you broke at the grocery store. You're no longer mine.
It's funny you bring up those plastic things you got to walk through.
Yeah,
right?
those heavy plastic
You
ones.
walk through and you fucking, Joe Pesci's got some guy's head in a bike.
Charlie M, you have to shit at the grocery store for that fucking brick. Do him a favor. Show him where the toilet is.
Yeah, I've shit. It's weird, like, you feel like you got hired at Albertsons when you walk through one of those things to shit. You're like, am I on the clock now? Like when you're done and you walk out and you're in the behind the frozen food section.
Like, yeah, you're buying, ooh, this is where the poultry goes?
Yeah, then you put your shit hands all over the apples.
Yeah.
To be gross.
And then 3 days later, E. coli outbreak at a local Safeway.
You're laughing your ass off.
Yeah.
It's funny you're doing the Pesci impression. Me and Nick just did that, that Seneca Casino.
Oh, yeah.
And we were saying, like, when you go like in like the cockles and back like rooms of that casino, you're always like hoping it's going to be like a bunch of gangster guys roughing some dude up. There's always like some like fat toothless woman wearing a badge who has to like who doesn't really care if you're stealing something or like it's just like Jefferson Starship signed the wall 3 times. It's like nothing ever.
She goes, I'm basically doing this to get my government benefits.
Yeah. It's like there's like no affiliation to what you're hoping the back door of a casino is like. This guy won too much. We gotta break his hands.
Exactly. You want to see a guy in a mustache holding a ball pin hammer over a guy's hand?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, it's not somebody hanging a sign of fucking Cyndi Lauper's concert next week.
Jeff Foxworthy's coming.
That's how I know my career is going. I keep showing up at these venues a week after Mickey Dolenz.
By himself.
Hey, it's Mickey Dolan!
He's not even playing the drums. He's just answering questions about the monkeys.
That's great.
A monkey's Q&A. How long did that last? What's Peter Tork like?
Yeah.
Did Mike Nesmith's mother really invent whiteout? That's true, you know. That's true. Do you know that?
Did Davy Jones have the first mullet on record?
Yeah.
What was the puss like? Davy Jones was getting the younger crowds coming in there?
Where is Clarksville, anyways?
Oh, dude, I bet Davy Jones was getting so much ass.
They had to resent him. They probably resented him at one point.
He was the young heartthrob.
Yeah, he was
about
the guy.
5'4", about 11 pounds. Is that?
He's a little fuck leprechaun.
Peter Tork
exactly.
Peter Tork was when I was going to get married early. He was the nondescript. He was the John Paul Jones.
Yeah, but Davy Jones is like,
Take off your panties.
Yeah.
Do you want to see my monkey?
Oh, what a way in the way brings a teardrop
You know
from
why?
your eyes.
You know why it's called the monkeys? Because we fuck like them. And you're in my cage.
Just Mike Nesmith butt naked with his stupid red ball hat on.
Exactly.
You know what's funny? Because it is like there was still a drive to be a rock star in that cheese dick music. So it is funny that somewhere it's like someone's story. The Monkees is like, yeah, they did Daydream Believer, and then they all get off and they fucking just stood in a circle, just bukkake in my sister's gaping asshole while I held it. We were all on drugs.
LSD was just fresh on the scene.
Because they would all come on a pizza, and me and my fat naked friend would eat it. Like the Monkees were just some shit, man.
Sonny Barger and the Hells Angels are like, oh no, man, we didn't fuck with them. Monkees came to town. We gave them a clear path.
They brought their own security.
Oh no, hell no, man. That devolved quickly.
So quickly.
Nick DiPaolo, thanks for stopping by.
Danny, I'll see you.
Yeah.
And like around 7 o'clock Eastern time.
Yeah, but this is in the past. This episode.
Oh, I didn't know that.
This is during Just for Laughs. This is the Tuesday we're at Just for Laughs.
Goodness, I can't even do the fucking math.
I know, right? It's a real Back to the Future shit.
Far from now.
Yeah, I think I'm going up. They're not even sure.
Oh, I hope so.
Fucking.
You better.
Kind of insulting, isn't it? I have to fucking fight for a spot. They used to have me up there every year for 10 years.
Yeah. I mean, it definitely is.
Again.
I'm doing wrinkle faces.
Nick DiPaolo, check out his show, and we'll be right back. It's The Bonfire.
And now, back to The Bonfire with Big J. Oakerson and Dan Soder.
Oh, that's
Crazy Lou.
Oh.
Hey, Dan, as we know, thinking about leaving Christine.
Yeah.
For a guy.
Oh, you gotta do what you gotta do.
For a guy. Oh, boy.
Gotta do what you gotta do. You gotta go where the sex is hot. That sounds deep. Get it out.
Really.
You hurt my hand. You hurt my hand. You hurt my hand.
Or the dudes.
It's The Bonfire on Comedy Central Radio, Sirius XM 95. I'm Dan Soder. That's Big J. Oakerson, who just had an impressive BM.
And that Dan Soder has a new half-hour special available now on Netflix.
That is true. And Big J. Oakerson will be performing at Magooby's Joke House Thursday, August 10th.
I'm not bragging.
Through Saturday, August 12th. You can get tickets at BigJComedy.com.
Shitty name, great club.
What, Magooby's?
Yeah, you better check the guy's math or his little slippery.
I wish DiPaolo was here for honest plugs every show. Where he goes, great club. Check the guy's math. He's a little slippery. What a great sentence. What a fucking comedy vet sentence.
Magoob's, my first time there. So.
Yeah, I'm excited for you because you get to go to Baltimore. They have a very similar accent to Philadelphia.
Oh,
to the Delph.
What are we talking about now?
We were talking about on my way into the city. It's summertime in New York City, which means you dying?
Will Smith.
A nice hot. That's for when you take a nice hot dump in the middle of August.
Oh God, dude, a sweaty shit.
Can I tell you where?
I've done it. I've done that several times just out of it's a bad situation. Just like when I go on those tours and shit, sometimes you're in a fucked up situation. When I was on the metal tours, I didn't have a dressing room. On Oddball, I have a dressing room. And I'm there before anybody else, so I have a full dressing room to myself. When I was on the metal tours, dude, I did not have a dressing room, and sometimes I just used the public stuff. I would have it before there was a crowd. It wasn't like public, but there's still a worker and a billion people that could come in. It sucked. I hated it.
I took a summer dump in Central Park.
Oh.
In the public bathroom.
Oh, I thought you were saying the trees.
Sheepshead Meadows over there.
Yeah. Oh, Barry Fields forever.
Horse and carriage, two little lovers.
He goes, hey man, you want to go out there and have a frisbee catch? I can do this for the next half hour.
You go, no man, I don't need help finding my keys. I'm just in the bushes. Yeah, no, thank you. Oh.
Dan, you want to come up for dinner? Where he goes, the wife's making a pork roast and some kind of a kale salad.
Let's go. Yeah, no, we're doing dogs and burgers, but I would bring your own. I'd bring your own mayonnaise. Bring your own mayonnaise if you want it, because
it's funny to bring up things that not sound good with the sound of shit too. Yeah. He goes, no, don't worry, don't bring anything. Doris is making deviled eggs. Yeah, she's boiling them up. No.
I'm gonna tell you right now. Save some room, because there's gonna be a cherry cheesecake. Oh, get it all out. Get it out, you dirty girl.
Oh, you gotta try my 3-bean salad. I made it from scratch.
All right, we can do this for fucking 3 hours. The reason I brought up summertime, though, is a lot more tourists in New York City now that school's out. Big groups of families, Midwestern families, with their thick ankles and their
losers. All of them losers.
All of them confused by buildings. No, they're lovely people until they get on their phones and don't know where they're fucking walking.
I hate it.
It's the worst. Nothing slows. Tourists are already slow in whatever town, but add smartphones to it, and then they just become like immovable, or they just bump into you.
Well, there's the naked cowboy who's been famous forever.
Well,
there's the obvious, stupid.
We're not talking about street performers yet. The reason I bring up the tourists is because I was on a packed train on the way to work here, coming from Queens, and they got on at 59th Street in Lexington, and they got on in like a thick group. It was like a tourist group. And they were like moms with like Nancy Grace haircuts, and they were all like.
So it was Midwest, probably. Straight up Ohio, Illinois.
Yeah. I wouldn't even say it didn't even have like Great Lakes on it. It had like Iowa. It had like a Nebraska to it.
South Dakota.
Yeah, where they're from such a small town that they're like not afraid of the big city. You know those towns where they're like,
I don't know, this guy's crazy. I'm going to talk to him.
Yeah, you know when you see, ooh, dude, I'll never forget outside of the cellar about 7 years ago. I was smoking a cigarette and I saw a woman with a thick Ohio accent trying to talk down a crackhead. Where he's like, "You got change?" And she goes,
"You need to put your life together. You're just out here in the street asking people for change. What do you expect from that?"
And he just goes,
lady, she goes, I have a degree in liberal arts.
I can play the cello, but I don't play it for no. No, he just looked at her. He was a crazy man.
Ma'am, I'll tell you, I can play several instruments. The cello, the flute, the oboe.
He goes, I am I am the God of the sun, and I
was a man who had a family. I had a job. I had respect.
Are you going in your pants? Mister, are you going in your pants right here on the street?
I just need $1. If you can give me $1, I can probably get myself a warm place to sleep.
My friend Jimbo under the bridge says that if I can bring him back $10, he'll give me a wet hit, a nice juicy. Oh, that's bringing up memories.
That really is a full-blown cave shit.
Yeah. So I watched this.
Ooh.
I watched the.
You guys aren't foodies.
Yeah. We're not breaking down our new quiche. We're talking about homeless men shitting themselves on West Village.
While you're being yelled at by a Midwest tourist.
Yeah, those Midwest tourists, though, they're from such small towns that they're not scared of New York City. So they're like, it's like fun. Everything's fun to them. Yeah. If we could have, I wish we could just mix Nick and I's show and you could be just a Jimmy.
This is comedy.
Yeah, no, it's fine. You could be like the cricket, the Jiminy Cricket to us. Just like the way you just come in, that'd be amazing. We're talking about tourists. These women aren't afraid at all. And the guy was playing the guitar on the subway, and I'm just reading my book, trying to go to work.
Was he raggedy looking?
John Joseph?
I didn't look at him. I didn't see him. Yeah, it was actually Dan Smith teaches the guitar. He was on there going through chords, through power chords with everyone sitting there.
He's reading a Guitar for Dummies book. Like, Dan Smith, you motherfucker.
Oh, you hack!
Nothing like learning G7 as you're being cummed on.
Yeah. But this was a packed train with a bunch of Midwestern women, and so they started, I heard one of the younger ones go, "Is someone playing the guitar on here?" And you're like, oh, fuck. So then that guy just really starts hamming it up, and I didn't look up. I had my headphones in. I could hear the guitar. I could hear the women, but I was reading my book. Didn't look up until the very end when I get to 49th Street, and I look, and he's like, "All right, everyone, have a super Tuesday." And, well, just have a good Tuesday. It doesn't have to be super. And all the women are like, "All right." And everyone's like, I'm the only one really not into it. And
you're faking listening to something on your headphones?
Yeah, it was off just to hear these dipshits talk for a little bit. But I get up, and it's a 4'8" black dude in a cowboy hat, and I just go, "Move it, Beetlejuice." And no one got it, because he was standing in front of the door, and I probably look like such a psycho to these Midwestern women.
How can you say
he's not Michael Keaton? I'm talking about the black retard from Stern. Get out of my way, lady, you fucking Walmart cow. Yeah, it's frustrating, because they fucking clog up the streets, and they entertain. This is like, I'm saving my money as someone that lives in New York City. I'm saving my money for the guy that looks like I'm not joking. I took a train earlier out back to Queens from the city. His fucking spine was coming out of his back. Have you guys seen that guy on the train? He goes around with the cane, and his spine is legitimately
I've seen that guy
at a fucking angle. It's like and he's like, "Please change," and you're like, "Yeah, take my money. Here's $1."
No, he doesn't even do like a Gazoo song or something for you.
My back was broken when I was asleep on the FDR.
You want to see me spin a plate on my spine?
Hey, $20 and you can lick it.
30 you can touch it, 20 you can lick it.
5 to see it, 10 to watch me jerk it off.
I have only been moved by one street performer ever, and just caught me at a time. I got caught cheating. It was off. Everyone was angry at me.
Yeah.
And I got on a train that night to go to the city because I couldn't drive the car, and there was just a junky white kid playing "And I Love Her" by the Beatles. And it was just like, and he just saw it was hitting me, so they just started like singing it right in front of my face to me, and I was like, I go, "Hey man, keep doing what you do," and I gave him like $10.
I'm gonna be dead in 3 weeks because of heroin.
He goes, $10. Oh, that's a lot of smack.
He goes like this, "Sir, you might have just sent me to the other side." You give him $10. He goes, "Oh, I was gonna kill a family in Union Square."
You just gave me $10.
Oh, looks like someone's blasting off for the next 2 days.
Because they don't have to do that cruise ship.
Yeah. He goes, I had to work that Caribbean. I was working the casino in Atlantic City. Yeah, those heroin. So he was one of those all black heroin kids.
No, he was a white kid.
No, but like they wear all black. The white kids that wear like.
No, it was more like a boy and his dog post-apocalyptic look, where everything was kind of ripped, and he had like a string was his guitar strap.
Oh yeah,
those deals.
Worn through shoes.
Yeah, like I don't even know if he was like particularly like he was like young.
Yeah.
So it's more. It might have been one of those like I choose to be homeless because it's a bit cool.
It's artistic.
But he did the song, and I was completely moved by it. That was it. besides that, like, I'll watch a guy slap buckets for a few.
Slap buckets is my favorite. Mariachi, one of my least favorite.
Mariachi was my first experience getting on a subway when I was like, I don't want to get on the subways in New York, but everyone was like, when I moved here, they're like, dude, you have to get on the subway. You can't.
Wait, you just refused to get on the subway?
Well, I drove also.
Oh, okay.
And they were like, dude, you can't drive into the city in the afternoons. Like, when you have auditions, it's like, take the goddamn subway.
Yeah.
And so I took it from where I lived in Astoria, but was on the verge of Queensbridge.
Yeah.
So you're getting on that train.
Yeah, the 7.
Which sucks. No, the F.
Okay. Oh, shit. You're down at like 21st and...
21st. I was past 21st. 21st and Vernon.
Wow.
I was on Vernon.
It was
bad.
Yeah. I mean, that's where Nas and Ron Artest...
Yes.
That's the Queensbridge projects.
But we were staying like adjacent to that.
Yeah.
It was like a block away.
Okay.
And so we had to go to that train. And when I got on the first time, I was terrified. And then, of course, a mariachi band got on, and I curled up into a ball. It was everything I was afraid of.
You're afraid of mariachi bands? Men dressed
No, just like that it's going to be like a crazy, like, I felt, even though I came from Philly, I don't really took the subway there. Yeah. So I felt like a rube. You know what I mean? I feel like one of those, a mariachi? This is America.
Coming from Arizona and then seeing that, I was like, you guys should be in a Mexican restaurant.
You were checking for your mom's ex-boyfriend?
I go, is Joe back? Is Joe back from the bathroom yet? Yeah, dude. I mean, mariachi band didn't startle me. What startled me when I moved here was the first street performer that startled me was the burn. He's not even a performer. The guy with the burn face.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if he's still working the circuit.
Yeah, he's just got 2 holes for a nose.
Yeah, I heard Spike's got him in a development deal.
How about the guy? Have you had the kids dancing where they almost kick you in the face?
I cannot stand that. When I hear Showtime,
minority aggression, by the way.
Minority aggression. Jiminy Cricket in the back.
Accident.
Yeah.
Fucking wheel kick.
You get a Jordan fucking a half an inch away from your face.
Doing dancing off the wall.
And it is people that are cheering.
It's not even that good. Usually the music is terrible.
People are cheering and being excited because the guys do like a no hands backflip. You're like, you're on a fucking train, man.
Yeah.
Like you're.
This is public transportation. Do they do it on the bus?
Sometimes they have a kid.
Oh, Showtime! If you're on the M51.
Sometimes they send a kid around like fucking gypsies. Like goddamn, they just send like.
So I read a news story that the women, the women you see with the sleeping babies.
Uh-huh.
I read a news story in the New York Times that there's a fucking town in New Jersey where there's a bunch of the like Eastern Bloc country people that live there, and they drug up some of their kids. They're like gypsies, legit gypsies.
Yeah, they ought to tell people to get on Delta flights to do that.
Yeah, I know. God, if they had that policy on fucking airlines, it would be great.
That's what I'm saying.
Just knocking a fucking kid out.
But Jacob said he had Asian kids screaming behind him his entire flight.
San Francisco?
8 hours.
Two or from?
From.
So coming back to New York?
Yeah.
Did you give him a bitchy white guy face when you landed? Did you go...
Kid couldn't figure out a math problem.
Did you say, this round eye's got a problem with you?
Yeah, they...
What happened? Was he crying? Was he crying super Chinesey?
All you slopes are supposed to be good at math, right?
Yeah, were you stuck in the sky with one of them damn rice pinchers?
Hey, slopehead, why don't you calm that kid down?
Why don't you tell your baby to calm the hell down?
Hey, low main dick, why don't you shove an egg roll in that kid's face?
I don't know. Why don't you have your wife put her tit full of soy sauce in that kid's mouth?
Hey, why don't you have your wife put that flat nipple on a chest in your kid's mouth? There's no way there's milk in there.
Yeah, maybe there'll be some tiger milk.
What's in that thing?
Shut that damn kid up.
What's in that flat titty, bubble tea?
Get me another beer, Dragon Lady.
Racist Clint Eastwood is a reoccurring character on our show.
Poster over my bed.
We leave no one behind with him.
No.
Is it time for our second break?
Yes.
All right, we're gonna take another break. Yeah, this is new. Yeah, it's not live.
So
big
what?
Big whoop. We're in Montreal.
Yeah, who gives a shit?
Eating frog legs.
It's the bonfire.
And now, back to the bonfire with Big J. Oakerson and Dan Soder.
You can have a crackle. We're good.
Hey.
It's the bonfire, Comedy Central Radio, Sirius XM 95. Hi, I'm Dan Soder. That's Big J. Oakerson.
Can I do the crackle?
Yeah, crackle.
Christine took the one crackle. Crackle. We're talking street performers. We're talking shitting in public. We're talking homeless street performers taking shits.
So, the whole point I brought up last segment was that these Midwestern, I don't even think it's Midwestern. It's also European. It's tourists to New York City. They feed in because you kind of learn who to donate to when you live in New York. You know who to give the money to. You don't give it to the heroin kids dressed in all black that live in Union Square. They're going to yell that they need a bus ticket to Buffalo. That's always the one where they're like, I am $40 short of a bus ticket. I remember one white kid just goes, can I have some change? And no one gave him. He goes, really? No one's going to help me out. And you're like, you are a piece of shit.
No, but the street performers actually, from what I understand, there's like a whole like council you have to go to like get your time slot and shit.
What?
Well, right?
Yeah, it's regulated.
It's like very regulated.
I'm not saying that like people don't.
No, people do it all the time. People just go and do it.
They'll go and do it, but like the Times Square slots and all that, like there's something you need to go through.
You're talking about street performers.
Yes.
Not trained.
In the subway.
Not trained performers though. If you're riding the rails, you're going rogue.
Yes. You're not supposed to be doing that.
There's no law. It's like maritime law. But there's no, that's called track law.
But at the stations, that's like very
oh yeah, because there's a lot of impressive people. A good stop is the L train, First Avenue stop. They always have like a guy that has, or Union Square, the Union Square stop, where the N and the L connect. There's usually always like good musicians there.
Penn Station, there's a guy playing, he's selling a CD, he's playing along. Like electric violin to like Zeppelin songs.
See, that's awesome. We found out that here's the New York petition: musician or performer permit. Should we fill one of these out?
Yeah. What do you want to perform at Staten Island Ferry Terminal? Should
we go do our radio show from just like a fucking subway stop somewhere for 30 minutes? Just do one segment?
Oh, it's also something to do with playing electric. I think that's something to do with it too, right?
So anything that you need equipment. So what if we just go unplugged? What if we do Bonfire unplugged?
Oh yeah, we just do it unplugged.
I'll wear a thick white sweater.
We use those microphones that kids have where it's like some kind of weird natural amplification through plastic. Like,
yeah. And then we're like, welcome back to the Bonfire. Like, did you hear it? And they're like, there's only 15 people that did.
But it was magic that day.
It'll be like when the Beatles played on the rooftop, but for a lot less people.
Let's see who's like the best. I mean, we already know the number one street performer of all time, in my eyes. I'll never look back.
But you gotta see him live, you've always said.
Come on and waddle.
Oh, God.
Come on and
waddle like a duck. Waddle like a duck. Come on and waddle like a duck. Come on and waddle. Come on and waddle like a duck. Waddle like a duck. Come on and waddle like a duck.
My friend, you are.
You know you wanna waddle. You know you wanna waddle. You know you wanna waddle. So waddle. Come on and waddle like a duck. Waddle like a duck. Come on and waddle like a duck.
Can I just state for our listeners?
Waddle like a duck, 'cause I can waddle like a duck.
I'm not speaking for all of them. I'm just speaking for me. I could go the rest of my life not hearing that. And being
undisputed heavyweight champion of street performing.
Completely disagree. It's the same as when I said that Jason Williams is the coolest white guy.
Well, maybe the problem is you didn't hear the official music video.
Dude, I've heard it all. I've heard it live.
No,
live, it's great. It's like hockey. It doesn't prove live.
There's like an official.
No, let's just go to other street performers.
Live video.
No, we're cool.
I'm just saying.
This is a fun one. Look at this is Union Square Park one.
Before we walk away from it, just saying.
I think I'm pretty good. I think I've given you an opportunity to play a lot of Waddle Like a Duck. I think I've waddled like a duck several times.
I just feel like you're not really getting.
I respect what you're saying. I'm just saying. So there's people that perform in the parks. Like this guy has to get a permit, right? At the Bonfire SXM on Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchat. This video street performers. That's all sped up. Like turn it up. It looks haunting.
I don't think he does. I don't think these guys get permits for sure. Do they?
The black dudes that do flips over each other.
Yeah, I feel like they just go out there and start flipping and kicking. Who's going to stop it?
They go, say, do you have a permit?
Hey, yo!
Me and you do it. All right. Madison Square Park, are you ready?
Impromptu fight. Dan versus Lil Wolf.
Oh, get in here. Watch them scatter. This is the funniest street performance.
One Asian guy. Get an Asian. I got one.
Oh, they're being racial.
Chuck. Let's say thank you.
Oh, they bow to
They
him?
are being super racist.
Come here. What's your name? What the hell?
What's up with the black dude's voice?
You trust us?
He sounds like he's permanently doing a white guy impression.
I'm just black. That's nice. Hold up. Right now. Yeah.
He goes, now we gonna beat this Asian to death.
He's putting his fucking, this black dude, just put his fucking deodorant-y fucking black hair armpits on this guy's jacket.
He just LL Cool J armpitted his shit.
Oh.
What are you doing? Go home. We don't do that anymore. Shut up.
He's letting the crowds know. He goes, just so you know, we used to rob.
Yeah. Now what it is it's a black guy and a Puerto Rican guy, both jacked. The Puerto Rican guy's got chest tattoos and sleeves.
And they're publicly bullying an Asian guy.
And they're bullying what looks to be an NYU student.
Turn it up. So I want to hear where it becomes the funniest street performer.
It's not funny so far.
Now, listen up. The word on the street is that all sexy Asian guys know how to dance. Can you dance? Do you have any dance moves? Oh.
So they do some dance like a clown.
We know he can dance. Yeah. Because we have this one song that makes all the Asian guys want to dance.
It's going to be Gangnam Style. Told you. Oh, wow. He actually did know it.
Yeah, it's programmed into him.
Oh,
he's doing another one.
Now he's just Asianing out.
He's like, I'm actually North Korean, and my great overlord has taught me how to dance.
That was good. I don't like the black guy's voice. It sounds like he's doing a Def Jam. Oh, over here, I pay my taxes.
Oh, hey there, Ching Chong. Would you like to go?
Wow, yeah, I bet you can't dance, you tiny dick little fool.
You're like, why would you call him a fool in a white guy voice?
Are they going to throw him now?
On the line. On the end. Now, before I do that, we must have clarity. Understanding. Do you speak English? Do you speak English?
Oh, wow.
Very well or a little bit? Well, listen up. Don't fucking move, okay?
They're shirtless in the winter, which makes me angry. You could do this in a tight tee. You could do this in an Under Armour tee.
What the Christ are they going to do?
We need a diva. America's next top model. Someone sexy. On fire.
We are going to take sex from you. You're like, oh my God, they're just being racist and rapey.
Yeah. Maybe at the end of the day they're gay, so that makes it okay.
He goes,
we need a sexy girl to take us shoe shopping.
He goes, we want to find a girl just to play dress up with. Watch me and my boyfriend bang it out in the park, shirtless in the winter.
That'd be great if they just start fucking her.
Oh, he's flexing his pecs. He's
lip syncing along to the song.
He's lip syncing and he's grinding his butt.
I want to be the DJ for these two jack-offs.
What are you doing?
I mean, Lou, we could probably make that happen.
Lou, they have a Lou somewhere.
Our family just started.
I hate that someone... Oh, they posted it.
Sweetie, you're going to stand right here. No, face me. Face me.
Kevin and Yessie?
Kevin and Yessie. That's their names.
Now wait, I want to tell you something. At some point, before we stop talking about this, I want to see street performances go wrong, where like the flip they do over someone just drills them. There's got to be videos of that. Look how little these guys are. It turns out.
I mean, I think they have to be gymnasts. They have like that weird like gymnast body where they're jacked.
You think he's gonna jump over 12 people? Do they believe
they're
that?
Definitely gay.
You think so?
No, I don't know. That was a gay vibe.
You don't want to call
Jacob
him
say I don't want to call him gay.
So we need everybody to squeeze together. Tighten up. We call this male bonding. Come on. No, we can't.
The corniness is what's upsetting me.
They're trying to entertain white people.
Even the DJ's a hack.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, I like the Lou's got beef with their DJ. Kevin and Yessie's DJ.
What are you doing? You don't know her. You know what, sir? I'm so sorry.
Now they're accusing a guy of sexual assault. This is what they do, and then they ask them to pay him off so they don't press charges.
He goes, I think y'all are having a little fun, but I should let you know I am a decorated Afghanistan war veteran, so if you do touch me, I will fucking break your goddamn arm.
I do. Man, these guys are so little.
We are so sorry. You have nothing to worry about. Wow. He's gay. Oh my God. I seen the way he was looking at me, it wasn't good. Stop it, sir.
So they
Keep your fucking hands off me.
He goes, again, I just want to tell you this, where I come from, it is not cool to touch another shirtless man like that.
If this was two white guys putting this performance on, there'd be a lot of problems already with it.
Yeah. Here it is. Oh, what is he going to jump over him?
That's what I'm thinking.
If he jumps over him.
He's going to dip his balls in all their mouths one at a time.
They touch me again and I murder you.
Yeah. You get one more time to disrespect me.
I will rip your tiny throat out if you're touching my butt again. Keep slapping him on the ass. All right, so here we go. They're finally going to do it. They have
What are they going to do?
They have 8 men lined up.
Truly believe that there's only one race in
You
this
can check us out at the Bonfire SXM on Twitter.
It's got 1.7 million views.
It's got 1.7 million views.
That's a lot. And it's under the funniest street performance, NYC Central Park. And this is, I don't understand how this one has 1 point.
Man, never had a black guy behind you before. It's gonna be all right. Bring your knee,
He's like, again, your jokes I find very, very distracting.
Oh, here we go. Finally, he's going to jump over there. And then hugged an old man who he probably almost, I bet he hurt that guy's back.
Oh, you just threw out my lower back.
Hun, can you get me the icy hot? Some Rican just jumped on me today like a goddamn tree.
Well, that's not the funniest street performance, but it is impressive. Kevin and Yeezy.
No, it wasn't.
That guy was doing great.
It was too long.
Oh, that's very unhealthy, but also it's fun. Coughing gets scarier and scarier the older you get.
It sure does, and you know I'm getting older and older. It's the Bonfire. Comedy Central Radio, Series XM95.
Old coughs, Oakerson. Old big bag of wind, Oakerson.
I've seen some of the Reddit hatred. When like a dummy, like I click on a thing.
Dude,
when I'm feeling nice and bad.
That's a trap.
You
gotta know that's a trap.
Can we not hear his, it's funny, I'm so aware of it. Like, can we not hear his fat breathing and coughing and whatever? I'm like, I am a smoker.
Does it get that detailed? The hatred?
Yeah, but what's funny is how hypersensitive I am to that now. When we've had like Nate in studio, Nate Bargatze, I gotta keep telling them, I'm like, cause you hear this the whole time.
Yeah. Who was it that we had someone on that was recently breathing through?
That was Nate.
But I think it might be this microphone.
Because one point it was over here too.
So Nate's just a heavy nose breather.
Actually, when Nate was in both places, both seats, both days, he just goes like,
sounds like
when he's listening.
Sounds like a guy waiting on top of a building with a sniper rifle. I'll take him out.
You can hear my sweat trickling. I get nervous.
What were you saying, Jacob?
No, about Nate.
Yeah, I thought you were holding your breath.
I only speak from here. I'm all diaphragm.
No breathing involved.
Yeah, what were you saying?
You were saying during the break, Jacob, that you had something you would like to know our opinion on, and I'd like to know what this is.
It's more a psychological profile of this guy.
If you're coming to us for advice on anything, it's gotta be fucked up.
Lou and I are gonna start breathing.
I was in Astoria.
Welcome to the winds of the Bonfire. You were in Astoria.
I was in Astoria. I was on 30th Avenue.
I know it well. I live right off it.
Right. It was 3 in the afternoon. I had just left this fruit market. Right. I'm going up.
You're hanging out with some of your buddies.
I was gonna say, is that what you call the nightclub on your corner? The fruit market.
But you have to do a horse whip after you do it. You go, oh, you're hanging out with some of your best friends?
Yeah. I was over at the fruit market. Oh yeah? Club Dush? Hey! Yeah!
See, you know me, I just left the fruit market, Soho's first and only boo-foo bar.
The fruit market does sound like a place to meet twinks. Yeah, Astoria's first and foremost twink bar.
Oh, it's bottoms only at the fruit market.
It's just a bunch of people pushing their buttholes together because no one knows what to do. Before you get to this, and I jumped too far off it, I said this, it was a stoned moment, I will say.
Mm-hmm.
But I thought, a pretty profound weed-fueled thought yesterday.
Which was?
Would you think it would convince people that gay, male homosexuality isn't against God if we find out? Because I heard 2 gay guys talking about dick preferences for their butts.
Great.
And also complimenting themselves on their own dicks. Very proud of their own dicks.
Love it.
No problem with that. I had a thought that would it make more sense if you found out that the dick that fits your butthole perfectly, pain-free, would be the size dick you have?
like a puzzle piece.
Like God only gives you what you can handle?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You know that theory?
I mean, I heard that phrase mostly after people close to me died, but that also could be good for dicks and butts.
Yes. Now, take out someone close to you who died.
Yeah.
A father close, you had a father pass. Take that out, and now put in that God gives you your dick so you know. So if you were like, can I hook up with this other gay guy? I'm a gay man.
Yeah.
Can I hook up with this guy? If you guys just measure your dicks up against each other, you know if you should do this, if you're going to have internal problems or not.
What if that became, if it was, as you're saying, almost a borderline religious experience to find your own dick, but if you met another gay guy and to know if you guys were right for each other, you wrapped both your hands around both of your dicks to see if it stacked up properly.
Oh.
And then that's when you knew.
Like if you can get a nice two potato on.
Yeah. Like you know how like a two potato. Exactly. Yeah. Like in nature, they know if they fit right or not.
That's right. It's God's puzzle.
Yeah.
And if you, cause here's the thing. I would say I wouldn't be terrified of my dick in my butt. Like I feel like I can handle my dick. I don't want it.
I'm not saying I'd be afraid of my entire dick. But I'd be real afraid of the first push with my head because
you got a bulbous?
I got a bulbous. So I don't
want to see your dick so bad. You're one of my few friends whose dicks I've never seen.
I have a bulbous. When it's going strong and good, it's bulbous, and I just don't know if I could take that pop up top.
So your dick's like a hallucinogenic mushroom.
Yes.
Thin shafted.
Not thin shafted. It just tapers down a little.
Yeah?
It tapers down a little. It doesn't drop to like a
sperm?
Yeah, it doesn't.
Sperm?
No. Just
got
tapers.
A nice tail?
Just tapers a little, and I just don't think I would take that initial push.
Like Cavarici pant legs.
Exactly. That's what I call my dick.
Nice.
Cavarici.
Yeah, and then you tuck it into a boot or a Nike.
Yeah, I put and then I go, see, it's
a puff tongue Nike.
I go, it's stylish, but also approachable. So you're leaving the fruit basket.
Fruit market.
Okay.
You're leaving the fruit market, your favorite bottoms only gay bar, and you come across.
Well, all right. So now I'm going from there to the gym.
I mean,
to work out.
Oh, this is very braggadocious.
Yeah.
Why? Because you didn't pick up any fruit, so you're like, I guess I better get more veins popping on this thing.
If there's none at the fruit market, I bet there is at the beef market. I gotta go.
The beef factory, the old beef mill, as I call it.
I gotta go from the fruit market to the slaughterhouse where they keep all the beef.
Those men wanted to have sex with me.
Jacob. So go ahead, you leave.
I'm just all right. I'm on the street. I'm at a red light. I'm waiting to cross the street. There's actually two guys next to me. There's this big black guy standing next to me, and then there's a Latino guy next to him.
So it's a robbery.
Randomly.
So this is a robbery setup, clearly.
He goes, which one do I give my wallet to, and who do I plead for my life for?
That's how he walks up to the red light.
Latino asks for directions, and then the black guy goes to your pockets. So it's a gypsy crime.
Yeah, or Jacob that's what he does. He just comes with him and goes,
I know how this works. Please, no violence to my face.
Can I take my keys and credit cards? I'm going to cancel them anyway.
I would prefer to hold on to my driver's license and my keys. It's not like you guys are going to go to my apartment and get all my Jaws memorabilia.
Wait, what happened? So, but across the street, as we're waiting for the light, I noticed there's a gorgeous girl. All right?
What's she look like?
Big wreck. You would have loved her.
Okay.
Long brown hair.
All right.
Hourglass figure. I mean, in a sea full of 10s in the city in the summer, she was an 11.
Wow.
She really did stand out. And I think
that almost sounds like lyrics from Jacob's diary.
In a sea full of 10s, she was an 11.
I mean, she's just noticeably beautiful.
Okay.
You got to know
this
that.
Is in Astoria.
In Astoria.
All right.
So
I'll keep my eyes open.
The light turns. I mean, that's it. They noticed her, too. They had to have.
Yeah.
So.
Well, she's got tits and ass and ethnics.
Yeah.
They love that.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. So as the light turns, we all start walking. The three of us start walking up the street. She just passes us. That's
does it turn into a musical? You go,
Miss, where you going? I want to talk to you.
I wish. So, as soon as the girl passes by, the black guy yells out loud, "Too many fucking faggots in this city."
Which one?
The black guy.
Oh, I thought the girl.
No.
She walks by and she just looks at all three of them. She goes, "What's up, queefs?"
Yeah. Hey, fag. So the black guy.
As soon as she passed by us, that's what he yells, and then he says it again. "You're all a bunch of fucking faggots in this city." And then we're still walking in unison.
Where's he from?
He turns.
Foxville? He's like, "Oh, where I'm from, all we do is fuck pussy all the
crush
time."
Ass.
Well, then he turns to me as we're walking and goes, "You're a fucking faggot."
To you?
Yeah, and then he turns to the Latino guy on his side, and he goes, "You a fucking faggot, fucking pussy." And the Latino guy does exactly what I do.
But he goes...
He looks straight ahead and keeps walking as if none of this is going
He goes, "Sir, might I argue with you that you can be a faggot and love a woman? I am no homosexual. I have been with a man strictly for warmth. Homosexuality. And the Canary Islands."
The reason I bring
what
this
the
up
Puerto
is
Rican? What did the Latino guy look like?
he was shorter than me in his 40s, so he wasn't. This guy was saying this to two people he knew he was not going to have any problems with.
Y'all short little faggots.
Now, when you say big black guy,
He was
are we talking like heavy?
6'3" and just jacked. He's
Jacked.
built.
Well, we know where that
situation.
We know what that motivation is in the gym. Where he's like, "I ain't no fucking faggot." And you're like, yes, you are. Just let it go.
So here's my theory, because I'm telling. This is what's I've been thinking about.
I'm walking around Queens looking for all these queens. I'm gonna smash them all up. Damn borough named after y'all.
You want to kiss this big old dick, pretty boy?
Yeah, I bet you cross the street looking at that pretty lady going, "I wish she had a big old black dick between her legs."
I don't want to get it out of here.
Oh, no. I'm going to make you take this right here by this fresh fish farm.
My mouth doesn't open that wide.
Pretty ironic that we're in front of this fresh fish company.
Because we were talking about on 31st.
And
I know what.
Just passed it with the blue.
Yep.
Yes,
He really did.
It looks like the sea. The guy.
When he said he was on 30th Avenue by the fruit market, and he said he was walking, I knew he was by a fish market.
You might as well start holding hands with that Hispanic guy.
He goes,
He must have seen us come out. He must have seen us come out of the fruit market.
Yeah, we're boyfriends now.
Story, you can't miss it because. Well, I can describe it, but
so
my theory is this guy's brain shorted out because he saw this girl, and I feel like he wanted to tell the world, "I'm the only guy who could fuck this girl. Everyone's a fucking faggot compared to me." He was just so angry. She
was so hot. You're saying she was so hot she made him homophobic?
She made him lose his mind. Yeah.
Girl.
Well, you and that Hispanic guy together probably could have held her down.
But I mean, my brain processed her the right way. I mean, as soon as she passed, I went, "She's smoking hot," and then I felt pain inside that I was never going to see her again.
Did you bring your sunglasses down over the bridge of your nose as she walked by? I went, "Oh yeah,
so beautiful."
They're walking the stage. Yeah, Jacob's like, "Well, look at her, look at her crossing the street."
So you're going to go up here and make a right, and then you're going to see a church and hold the effing phone.
Exactly what it was.
Who is this?
Did an angel just fall from the heavens?
And then that gets interrupted.
Hey! Too many faggots up in here.
Yeah, what a buzzkill.
That's exactly what happened. I was wearing glasses. He totally ripped me out of my moment.
It'd be great if he just grabbed you and the Hispanic guy and just wedgied you both and carried you across the street by your underwear.
Jacob's leaving the fruit market and he goes,
a high school moment.
Jacob's leaving, he goes,
I can't believe they don't have fresh papaya. That's crazy for Monday. Well, red light. Who is this? Oh. Brunette. Hourglass figure.
Feels like my pants are getting tighter.
Oh. I gotta go to the gym, but I might have to make a stop at the old spank bank first. Oh.
Dan, it was a high school flashback because it's me in the hallway. I see a hot chick. I'm just drooling over, and then all of a sudden I hear, "Hey, patat!"
Yeah.
Fucking faggot.
Yeah. Hey, Jacob, I'm your past. Fuck you.
I mean, really, there is a point in life when you're like, and generally it comes at a time when we all got a little gray in our temples.
Yeah.
We're all getting older. You really do believe as this point of life is over, and then you will be in somewhere as a 40-year-old man being intimidated by another grown man or a group of guys.
Oh, dude.
Feeling. I've had it from I'm certain. By the way, not any kind of stroke off throughout, there's plenty of just single human being men that would stir up shit, and I'd be a little less quick to jump up on that.
Yeah.
But several times I can name of being like in an outnumbered situation and being sort of bullied as an adult, and you're kind of like, I swear, I almost have like a smiley kind of like snickery like tone to it. 'Cause you're just kind of like, God, it's like really?
Yeah.
Like, it's like, cause it's almost like you feel silly cause you're like, do I really feel this again? It's like, I'm being like kind of physically threatened on the street sort of.
I've had it before where someone's been very angry and then it like kind of involves me. Like it's an incident that happens where somehow I'll be like, all right, that like they're yelling and then they get mad at me and it feels like that again. You're like 8th grade at the bus stop. We're like, fuck, am I gonna have to fight and everyone's gonna have to watch this?
The funniest thing in the world, Jacob, would have been if you called out like some way to defeat this guy with Hispanic and he didn't understand English or something, you just go, I'll go low, you go high. And then you just get behind the guy on all fours and then he's like, I knew y'all faggots was that. I'm not gonna butt fuck y'all on the street.
Go get him. Get behind him. I'll go up top. Ready? Go. He's like, no sé.
Yeah.
I know, habla.
No sé, no.
And then he goes, oh, I knew you were gonna jump on me. You wanna kiss me, don't you?
He goes, no, how you say, this guy's calling us maricon.
And he goes, butterfly? I like a butterfly.
No. Maricon. Oh, faggot. No, I don't know.
No, habla.
No, that guy handled it like my short brethren. We knew exactly what to do. Just
straight.
pretend like none of this was happening.
No, that's not the answer. The answer was you guys should have jumped on each other's shoulders and made one normal-sized person and fought this motherfucker.
Or, Jacob lives his life by the short men's cred. They all have the saying. They go,
when trouble finds us, look forward. Walk straight. Do not talk.
It's like an old Irish prayer where it's like, let the road rise to meet you. That's Jacob's old prayer. He goes,
the short man's motto. If there's conflict, look ahead. Not at them, but away. Walk straight. Act like you can't hear.
Keep sunglasses comfortably covering your entire eye sockets.
I'll tell you what, if you guys would have done the shoulders idea, I mean, you guys go from being two tiny men to like fucking Goro from Mortal Kombat. You got 4 arms.
4 arms, and you can just, how jacked was
you? Got jab kicks coming from your shoulders?
Guy. I mean, there was no way.
Do you think he walked away, and do you think he came out of that? Like he's like, oh, this whole city filled with fucking faggots.
I mean,
and he
for
walks
the
2
world
blocks and
to
he goes, hey man, I'm just carrying around a lot of anger I felt this morning. You ever one of those days where alarm goes off late, shower run out of warm water?
Are you asking basically if he could, like today, right now, if he walked by the studio because he was, I'm guessing, I don't know, CEO or a janitor, and he came in here, you think, you're asking if he could be reasoned with today, where you're like,
yeah.
And he was kind of like, yeah, dude, that was awful. Or do you think he lives his life like...
That's what I want to know, because if he lives his life...
He lives his life like that.
And in that anger and all that shit, then he's just asking...
A guy like that only laughs at evil?
Oh.
Like, he laughs at things like you would be amazed someone would laugh at.
I think that's her, because that girl set him off.
So he was normal. He was just standing there.
We were just, the 3 of us were just waiting, and then
Jacob, I think you're right. The lesson is learned here. I think what you're saying is, and I'm getting it, it's the girl's fault.
It is her fault. She shouldn't dress like that.
Yeah. You don't want to make this a racial thing. Let's make it a gender thing.
Jacob goes,
women are rotten.
Jacob goes, is it just me? Or is someone about to lose their goddamn mind and become outwardly homophobic? Oh, girl. You're driving me nuts to the point that you're going to make this black guy lose his mind.
Yeah. Someone should have told her not to dress like that. There's black guys out and about.
He goes, oh, anyways, man, I think the new children's hospital could probably be built by next April. And if you will excuse me, I got to walk down the street to the elderly home to take care of sick girls. Who's this across the street? You fucking fag.
All these faggots running around this town with fine ass pussy like that. I swear to God, if I had my wits about me, I'd clunk these 2 faggots' heads together.
Oh, miss, do you want me to make a faggot snowball and then me and you can fuck on top of them?
He should have clunked you guys together till you passed out and then presented to her like when a dog brings you a dead bird.
He goes, look, you pick one. And he lifts up Jacob. He goes, you want the Jew or the Latin? Either way, I'm going to make him into a beautiful mink throw for you.
A mink throw.
Yeah. There you go. He goes, these 2 men can't fuck you the way I can. She goes, I'm a lesbian. Damn it.
Oh, yeah, after all that, yeah, she goes, I'm not into dudes. I don't care what you guys do.
She goes, actually, my name is Charles. Oh, all right.
Yeah, I'm starting to think maybe she was transgender and he got a view of that, and that's why he wasn't even talking to you. Oh, but then he went right to your face.
Did he? So you looked down right at you?
This way you couldn't even do the thing.
He did. He turned. You a fucking faggot.
You should go like this. Right as he does it, just make kissy noises at him. So what, honey bunny?
You should have been like, not for you.
Yeah, ew. Oh, God, I couldn't handle you, but I have a friend.
I learned performing in front of black crowds when I was younger. It's not across the board, obviously. Nothing's that general, but overall, a pretty homophobic culture.
Well, I think, there's like rural white people are very.
I just think so much of it is based on machismo and masculinity that if you challenge that,
I think the same with rural white people, like farm towns and shit. If you're like, what are you, gay? Because it's the
sure.
lack of masculinity.
Yep, absolutely right. But it's like
when cultures like that,
But white trash isn't so. White trash tends to revolve very much around like drug and alcohol abuse.
Yeah.
Where a lot of like black ghetto is, a lot of it's due to, the economics of that area.
Yeah.
So it's not always that. So it's like, I don't know if there's, a thing for being soft as much.
Okay.
In that community. Whereas like, that's why I think if you make a joke, if you were like a very angry, you want to get a black dude, generally speaking, like a black dude from like the projects, pretty angry, like more than calling him like a piece of shit or a fucking jerk or whatever, like could be like, suck my dick. Like that's like, that rings.
Yeah, but that rings true.
It's like you're calling me a fucking like bit, and you're like, no, it was almost more like even in the middle of that argument, you'd be like, no, I didn't mean like literally suck.
I don't want you to. I couldn't get hard. You'd be sucking a soft white penis.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to
say that to,
you want to give it a whirl, you got some sweet ass lips. Yeah. You want to get down there and give it a kiss or two.
But you say that to white trash, I think you get the same reaction because I think there is like, now I'm talking about what I know of in like Northern California, in that rural kind of like
garbage,
because it is garbage
people.
But what it is it's that whole like your manhood's tested. So if you're like, fuck you, I'll fuck you to, like Mike Tyson, where he's like, I'll fuck you till you love me. Like you say that, and they're like, I'll kill you. Because that's, I mean, in a weird way, is this stumbling into what prison rape is, on how it's just, some guys.
Justified, sort of.
But, well, no, they're doing it to demasculate.
Right, I'm saying, but it's justified to yourselves. Like, you're not gay for putting your dick in someone. Yeah. Oh, you know what? Maybe that guy is fresh out of, the joint.
True.
That guy coming fresh out of the joint and he sees you guys as a bunch of butts that he could fuck.
Yeah.
Maybe he was coming on to you.
He could have been like,
take the positive.
And that does make sense because he got triggered. I don't want to use triggered words, but he got triggered by that hot girl, and then he saw you two, and he was like, man, if we were back in C Block on Rikers, I'd be wearing them like slippers.
What if he was being more depressed by it? He was like...
you said he missed it?
Okay. I'm saying if he was more like, if he was saying, he goes, so many faggots in this motherfucking town, and none for me. Yeah. Like, none of them like
and they don't want old Leroy unless I'm locked up.
And nobody wants to hang out with old Omar anymore.
He goes, no, this is the worst walk ever. All I want is a butt to fuck, and ain't no one want me to put my dick in the butt.
He's like, faggot, wanna hang out? I'll give you a carton of Newports.
I don't really smoke.
What's it gonna take then? Why can't you just say, how you like me?
I got shrimp, couple noodle.
Ain't nobody, ain't no faggots out here for old Leon. I'm just gonna be a sad old black queen.
The saddest black queen.
The saddest black queen should be a Lifetime movie about a big gay black dude.
How it starts and Jacob thinks he's just being angry, but really he's just projecting his emotional vulnerability.
Yeah.
He goes, oh, you fucking faggots. Ain't none of you gonna love me.
Yeah, what it is, they saw Jacob and the Latino guy looking at the girl, and he was like, I know you guys are faggots, I'm looking at you. And he's like, why are you staring at that girl? You won't even look at old Leon.
Oh, God, I almost just spit right through my fucking nose. He goes, well, I clearly know what team you play for. Now,
he was angry at the girl. He goes, bitch coming by, taking up all my thunder.
Spotlight. If I had my boa on, they would know. If I had
my pet kangaroo,
y'all would know that I'm down to fuck. Yeah, it's very intimidating when someone starts just yelling angrily, which is a common occurrence in New York City.
Yeah.
Where someone just starts yelling at you. Like we talked about the guy in the West Village that just screams at people for no reason. And you kind of know that he's mentally insane. But one time I was having a bad day and he yelled at me and I just fucking went right back and he hasn't yelled at me since. But
yeah, he picks his marks. I mean, I said it on the show. I was like, I didn't like hit him, nor would I, or I would try at all circumstances to not. But I mean, he, I definitely had to like shove him before to get him out of the thing. Yeah. It's like, dude, don't fucking scream in my chick's face. I'll tell you what, does this happen with you and your chick at all? This is a intimidation thing that I usually do say something about, regardless of the guy, size-wise or anything like that, is, and Christine's seen this before too. Oh, I'm sitting there talking to a girl. Forget that she's my girl. Maybe she's not my girlfriend.
Okay.
You see a guy talking to a girl.
Yeah.
And you do and you interrupt the conversation, to ask for help with money or whatever.
Yeah.
You want a cigarette, you want something, right?
Yeah.
And I go, nah, man, I don't like, and I'm very big on like, and look, I'm not, like Teflon to the fucking idea that their lives suck and everything like that, but I still think there's some, if you're asking for something from someone who has done nothing wrong to you, there should be some semblance of like, I'm very sorry to bother, but but when it goes like,
you feel bad interrupted.
But this shit where it's like, hey man, can I get like, help me out? Why don't you give me like you have any change or $1 or something? I'm trying to get something to eat and whatever, you know, and I go, no, man, I'm sorry. I'm usually pretty nice about it. I always go like, I'm sorry, man. I have nothing on me. And then they ask your chick right next to you. It makes me irate.
That triggers you.
Oh, yeah.
So
and then that makes me
sitting full of a bunch of panhandlers.
Then I call Jacob and call him a faggot on the phone. You faggot. Another guy just asked Christine for a cigarette.
Jacob,
you faggot ass motherfucker.
Jacob, Jay, I can't take this right now. I'm at the fruit basket. I'm getting drink spot for me.
I'm at Fruit Nuts, my favorite all male.
Yeah. No, I've never, I can't remember that happening, but that would, cause you're like, come on, man. You can interrupt him and go, I speak for the lady.
But I mean, you kind of do. Listen, I don't have 1950s values.
Yeah.
It's just like, don't ask my chick for stuff. It's a deballing thing to you.
Yeah.
Well, maybe the lady you're talking to here has $1 she can give me.
Miss,
fuck off, dude. Like,
Miss, are you the breadwinner? That's a great second question where he goes, hey, buddy, mind if I get some change?
Yeah.
No.
I didn't realize you were a loser, sir.
Oh.
Maybe the beautiful young lady has $1 because she looks like a successful...
Let me ask the woman with your balls in her purse. Miss, do you have any money? How does he beg for his change from you? And you're trying to fight me, aren't you? I'm going to knock you right back out into that bridge. Yeah, that's, the impressive thing about the homeless people in New York is sometimes the aggressiveness of which they ask for change.
Yeah.
I've given change to a guy on a train and he's looked down at it and then like looked back at me disappointed. And I like that at that point I'm like, I go, is that not enough for you? And he goes, whatever, man.
Yeah, I know.
Like, give me the fucking change back.
There was one guy came up, maybe it was the Voss roast even, but it was like, I thought something was going to happen, like with myself involved, because like he came up and just came to the circle of us that were all talking and did kind of big black dude, and he kind of gave me like the give me a cigarette. Somebody give me a cigarette.
Oh man,
I was like no, and I tried. He wasn't even looking at me necessarily, but and it was a big dude. But I really have like, dude, something about that just makes me go. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
He's like, saying give me a cigarette. He goes, you think that's how you're gonna ask, and someone's gonna give you a cigarette? He's like, man, come on with that shit.
And at that point, I'm just kind of
like, yeah, I'm like, beat it, dude. And like, he did beat it. But then I saw him go to like a individual white guy, tucked in shirt and whatever, and really did like the hawking over. I'm like, give me a cigarette. I saw him doing it, and I just kept an eye on it because I was like, because you're like, it looks like he is looking for the right situation to intimidate his way. He's furious, obviously, at life, which I'm not even saying I don't understand that. I'm just saying but he's looking to outwardly.
There was a guy
hurt somebody else, and I was like, when was that ever? Give me it. Like, if you think intimidation is going to be your factor and something all the time, like you got to pick your fucking marks, man. But you can't do it like in the middle of a city street. Like people will help people.
It's not just homeless people though that do that with that intimidation thing. Sometimes it's
all kinds of blacks. No, I'm kidding.
All times drunk and crazy people. We were outside the stand, and this guy just walks outside, and he's like, "Who's going to give me a cigarette?" And I was standing there with Derek Gaines. I forget who else was. My cousin. Kendall, and we were sitting there.
Oh, like a fucking well-to-do jerk-off white dude will also have that same level.
White dude with glasses came out and and he was like, "Who's gonna give me a cigarette?" And we're like, "None of us smoke." And he goes, "None of you guys smoke. That's hard to believe." And we're like, "Yeah, well, that's the case." So he walks away. He goes into the bodega next door to the stand. I see him come back out. Fuck, who was I standing with? Derek Gaines' back is to him. He comes up behind Derek Gaines and grabs him like he knows him. So I'm like, whoa, and Derek Gaines is like, whoa, 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 and I'm like, then I notice that Derek doesn't know who he is. So I'm like, yo, I tell him like, back the fuck up, man, who are you? And he goes, he grabbed my dick. He says that about Derek Gaines. He goes, he grabbed my dick, and I go, Derek, do you know this guy? And he's like, no. I'm like, hey man, fuck off. And,
he goes, then I woke up in the emergency room.
Turns out he had a knife on him.
Collapsed my lung.
Yeah. Turns out he cut my face from ear to ear. Didn't feel it. No, but we start getting into it or whatever, and he's like confused, and he's like, why are you guys all angry at me? You're like, dude, you just grabbed this guy. It turns out he's like a fucking nutcase that got kicked out the Sunday before for trying to fight Louis J. Gomez. Louis comes out and he goes, this guy's
stand?
Yeah.
Yeah, the stand's been having a whole bunch of weird, like, just people popping up trying to, like, stir up shit.
Well, it's part of, the whole argument of like not having security. Like the stand does not have security. The only club that really has like
you heard it, everybody. If you want to rob the stand, you only have to fight a few women to get out of there.
And then maybe a comic in the back that's feeling brave.
You know what? I say let's just go down and do it right now ourselves. Let's do a dry run. I say we leave here right now and go do a dry run.
Who's on stage? Give me the vault. They go, vault? I go, no, you guys don't have a vault.
I think the important thing we learn here is
Jacob really
Jacob's afraid
attracts
of ethnics, and he loves a woman with big titties and big ass.
And he also attracts violence.
And yeah, you also attract violence.
So it's all because of this terrible, awful Negro.
That's right, everybody. We'll catch you next time. For Dan Soder, I'm Big J. Oakerson. And this is The Bonfire. Crackle, crackle, y'all.
All of y'all.